Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We got a sale camera right here that I was sent. They contacted me back early in the spring and wanted to send me this, and I was like, we don't have no use for it right now. Let's wait till the fall. So I contacted them back here a couple weeks ago and asked, do you still interested in doing this camera video? Because this deer camp that I have joined is this 30-minute drive over to it, and going back and forth just to pull a card on a camera is, you can save a lot of money for what it costs to put something like this up. Now, I am not sure. I think these cameras are about $200 and something. They're a little bit more expensive than some of the Tacticams and Moultries and stuff like that that people are using. The downside is you have to put a SIM card in it. So we're going to talk a little about all of this. This is Reolink. So they sent me this camera, and I'm going to put it up out here behind my house, and we're going to make sure everything works because I am still learning how to operate it. So you put the SIM card in the back, you turn the power on. I've got a cord over here that I plugged up and just charged the thing. I don't even know now right where that cord's laying, somewhere down here. So you take this cord, plug it up, and charge this camera up. That way it's hot before you go mount it. And then once you mount it, we're going to mount this solar panel to help keep it powered so it is not eating through batteries. So I've got about a $15 to $20 something subscription with a card. So here's the deal with these cameras up front. AT&T can't give you a plan you can work with. There's like almost $100. I think it's like $50 something a month is their cheapest plan. I went to C-Spire. They couldn't help me. So here's what you do. You call T-Mobile. I talked to them. They knew exactly what I was wanting to do right off the bat. I talked to a girl by the name of Jasmine. She sent me a T-Mobile SIM card, popped it in this thing. It's already activated when I got it, and I've got a subscription. So then there's a QR code on the bottom of this camera. Scan that with your phone on the picture, pull it up, download that Reolink app. And then this camera is better than some of the ones you're going to buy locally around that you see in your hunting stores, because you can move this camera around. Now, if all you need is just a quick picture and that's it, then you're fine with anything. This you can video and you can move around. You can go into live view. This is actually a security camera company that is making these, and you could get a white one of these cameras just like this, do all the same stuff, but it's white. So they made them in camouflage, and they're starting to get into this. So I have no experience with this. I'm learning right here along with you guys, but I am pulling up on my, and it is running right now, probably taking pictures, camera images. So see, I can see everything that it's looking at. It is showing y'all, and I know you can't see that, but see, it is live view right now, stuff that it is recording. So you can see me in that holding the camera up. See that? So you got live view on that thing that you can pull up and literally look around. Okay, so when you got the camera pulled up right here, if you touch on the screen, it is loading a live stream. And then you can, let's see right here, you can pull up your toggle. And see, you can begin to move. You see that camera down here turning? You watch this camera. I am controlling that camera right here on my phone. And so you could see the images was moving right there. I turn it a little bit like that, and it'll move. It's a little bit delayed. Go to pictures. So we'll see, and there's all the photos that it has took right now while I've been out here playing with it. So let's take this thing down here. Let's get everything mounted on a tree. Show you a little bit about mounting it and setting it up. I am filming with my DSLR because I am showing you things on my phone. So hopefully the audio and the video is better than it was on the squirrel hunting video. I had some wonky stuff going on with it. So all the straps, everything you need comes in this box to mount all of this. We are going to get a drill and a couple of screws. They actually provide you with some screws, but we're going to use our hex head screws that are better screws. I don't like fooling with Phillips head screws in the woods. Now, they do provide you with a hex wrench, you're going to call it. We call it an Allen wrench. So what happens with that is you run this strap through this thing here at the bottom. You can strap that to a tree this way. This camera will effectively mount in it this way, and it's hole in it for the thing you put that in afterwards. There is a screw in the bottom. You access it from back here. That screw threads in that hole and holds it in the bottom like this. So you'll see all that when we mount it. We're going to put it all back in the box. We're going to carry it down here and we're going to attach it to a strip to the tree. So I'm going to cut the power off. It has a power switch in the back. Now whenever you get ready to mount it, just grab the camera, raise it up like this. You're not going to damage your micro SD card goes in right here. It has a SIM card in it, which actually stores footage you can pull out if something happens, the battery dies, and you can't use this. You can pull the card out and put it in your computer and look at the images that way. So a lot of really nifty stuff on this thing. The thing I like is it's got this solar panel to help keep the battery charged, because it is, and I don't know what data plan I think I've got 5 gigabytes. I think that should be enough. I don't know. So I'm going to put all these screws. We don't know what all we need. We're going to leave all that stuff together. Put that in there. And then I'll have to get all that mounted like it goes. So we've got everything in this box. Let's load up. Oh, we ain't got everything in there. Now we do. And we're going to go strap this to a tree. Let me get a drill and some screws. Well, y'all, it starts raining by the time I get started. So we're going to have to hurry up. Let's see. I think I need to just take this off. Let's screw this over here to a tree. Alright, y'all, I hate we are racing against the weather. Taking these screws and going into the back, you got to kind of make the hole a little bit bigger. This is aluminum, so you can do that. And I'm probably not going to just fill it full of screws. If I get one good screw in there, that ain't going nowhere. I'm going to put 2 in it, though. Wait, I got one in my pocket right here. I got one in my pocket. Alright, that'll keep it from falling off. Alright, now we can screw that on there. Turn it up at the sun. Probably gonna get some rainage on your screen here, because it is, we finally getting a little of that old wet weather down here, and it's very much appreciated. We ain't gonna, I don't want my camera gear to get wet and my other toys in the back of the buggy, but y'all know what I mean. We ain't gonna whine about it. And now y'all notice I am mounting mine overhead high. I really don't like to mount my cameras down here at waist high like at head high to a coon. I see a lot of folks are doing that, but it ain't what I like to do. Alright, that is essentially strapped pretty good. We're gonna wrap that around up there. So we've got a screw we have got to access. So I'm gonna get I'm having to feel for it now. Alright, I'm in it now. I'm in it to win it. There we go. Alright, that is in there. Let's, I got a little bit off. Let me loosen it up just a touch. I gotta adjust something here. Right there. So you want to make sure you can access your antenna. I'll zoom in a minute, let y'all see what I'm doing. Alright. So I got my antenna, and then the USB port right here is for this power cable. Get that plugged in, and we'll get all of that up here out of the way. And then I'm gonna kind of manually, I'm gonna put the rubber seal back over that. I'm gonna manually kind of point it at that. Okay, so right here, you wanna make sure this opening you got where you can get your USB in there. Now I don't know, I may need to slide this on around, I think, to where I'm up under this, sort of a rain. That way it ain't just pouring right down on it. You know what I mean? I think that'd be smart on our part. And then I can get my stuff, all my stuff. It ain't rained in months, and I get out here and start fooling with a bunch of technical stuff, and it's gonna start pouring down rain. Got all my junk in the back of my bug getting wet. Frustrating. My box over there is getting wet. Alright. So we're gonna see if we can pull this up down here. And so it's calibrating. It says calibration under process. Yeah, it's looking all around everywhere. Look at it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's upside, bottom, upward, looking at the tree, looking at me, it's looking at everything. Let me put my toys up here. I got some high-dollar toys. So y'all, Reolink, I'm up here with a towel, trying to get my junk all dried off. I had to dry my camera off, everything. So I'm gonna dry this box. I don't think I'm gonna have to ship it back to them, but they might, if I did, they might not want a wet box. So anyway, I'm gonna put all that paraphernalia back in there. So now I was gonna tell you what I did do. So I was struggling to get my image right down there on the while I was in the rain because I was in a hurry. So what I had to do, you have to come back to this page right here. This is your home page. You got your different cameras. You can add cameras to it. I named this one Hawk 1. Got a Hawkeye on it. We can see right down there what it is. go to settings right there, the little look like a wagon wheel on there. Pulls up this menu page right here. It takes it a second to load, but you ain't got nothing but time, so I wouldn't worry about that. Now I noticed that the battery did come up and say since we plugged up the power on there, it's went to 100%. It was down to like 93, so that thing did add some power to it for whatever it's worth. Display. You pull up display, now you can invert that thing and adjust the brightness, dimness. You can change your camera name, or you can put the camera name on the screen, change the date and time. All that business happens right there. You do it on your phone. You don't have to do it on the camera. So now we got it pulled up. We click on that joker right there. Turn your phone up sideways. Look at there. Mash that little button right there, and this little deal comes up right over here. Move it that way if we want to look over yonder. All right, now you're going to cooperate. There it went. It's a little bit delayed. Yeah, it's a lot delayed. And then on here you can set, go back right here. So this deal right here, and I know y'all can't see on that screen real good, but there's a center point that says there's return to monitor point. So you pick a spot on there and set that as your monitor point. And right there, it just went back to the monitor point. So, y'all, I think this is a good little camera. Really fun to play with. I will get links in the description box to all of this so that you guys can order you one if this is the kind of camera you want. It also has an alarm deal on there, a system where you can set an alarm off if there's something down there meddling with your camera, something eating your bait pile that you don't want there. You say, hey, I want to scare this off. You can set an alarm off and it'll brrr, make a racket. You may even can talk through the thing. I ain't 100% sure. You can listen to sound. You can turn the sound on and off from right here. I can turn the video record. If I start getting notifications and pictures of something, hey, I want a video of this, I can turn the video on. So I can leave the video off so that I'm not wasting a bunch of data until I see something on there, hey, I want to record that, and I can turn it on. So, right here, we'll add in some footage of whatever we get over the next couple of nights, whether it be coons, frogs, possums, rabbits, deer, hogs, frogs, mosquitoes flying by, Sasquatch walks through, Black Panther show up, bear comes, starts trying to rip your camera off your tree. Hey, it happens. Ask old Mike Reed. So this, this has some good benefits. There's some good things. It's probably got a lot of features that I don't know all about. I got scolded in one video about something I reviewed. They said, I don't think you understand everything about it. Well, I don't. This is the first time I ever fooled this thing. I'm sure by about another 2 or 3 weeks, I can update and give a review, tell you a whole lot more about it. I don't really get caught up on specs and reviews. I like to know what something will do in a real world situation. How does it really perform? Because a lot of them specs on there you can't tell the difference in real life. This has some pretty cool features. So we'll see how much data it uses. Does it go way over the 5 gigabyte run up? It's got a lot to do with how much footage I like to send me, I'm sure. But right here we'll drop in some footage of whatever we get. So thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.